I really don't want to make a video like this, but honestly, now it feels like I don't have much of a choice. Because, I am not one to dictate what people can or cannot believe on the internet. I mean, you have the right to do so. But when other people are starting to affect me, that's when I have to put my foot down and say when enough is enough. Now, what am I talking about? Well, you can see the title of the video, the Centro leaks. I am absolutely sick and tired of seeing these dumb leaks in my feed, whether it's on news stories that are just scrolling by, other people on the internet forcing this in my face, or even friends believing this malarkey and getting all either excited or terrified that it's real. It's getting to the point where I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and it needs to stop. Ever since these leaks have been going around, I have been just in constant conflict or arguments with a bunch of people, whether it's friends or random groups on Discord. Just can't escape it. And the thing that bugs me the most are the people that either punish me or tell me off because I don't believe the same exact thing they do. And this is information that is not even confirmed to be real, especially from a source that have a proven track record to be false over 98% of the time. The main thing that really has been bugging me lately is the whole description on Mega Dragonite. Mega Dragonite is definitely coming. It's been proven because of this one leaker. It's guaranteed to happen. And basically people are dictating whether or not I'm a real Dragonite fan because I don't support this. I am not a real Dragonite fan because I don't want Mega Dragonite to happen, and I don't believe that this leak is real. Yes, it's petty malarkey, and I probably shouldn't be letting this get to me, but when literally I have to block over a dozen people on Discord and basically getting kicked out of various groups just because I don't agree with this sort of thing, that's when it really starts to irritate me. Never mind the countless amount of Dragonite merch that I've bought, and never mind the fact that I've been a fan of this Pokemon for almost 3 decades now. Apparently that means absolutely nothing because I don't believe what some bozo randomly says on the internet. And either way, regardless of how long I've been a fan of Dragonite or how much money I've invested into merch, it doesn't matter. No one should be allowed to dictate how I like a specific character just off of somebody else's beliefs. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but you shouldn't shove your own opinion in somebody's face, especially if your information you're getting from is not even proven to be true. And honestly, it's not even just the fans that are spreading this like a goddamn plague, it's also news media as well. Plenty of different sources, like Nintendo Life, CBR, and also Sports Illustrated of all things. This is getting completely out of hand, and seriously, news articles should absolutely know better. I do not care if you put at the bottom of your article, this is a leak or a rumor, take it with a grain of salt. You should not be posting it at all if it's not confirmed information. What if scenarios are fine if you're doing just random speculations on things that you may possibly want? But don't take whatever Centro says and basically say, ooh, new megas are coming to the game. And basically give like a whole list of them and at the very bottom, oh wait, this may not be true. The only reason why you're saying that is when these leaks are inevitably proven false, you're only covering your own ass so you don't get sued for false information. And the thing that absolutely irks me the most is the fact that Centro Leaks is not a credible source whatsoever. Out of the countless amount of information they post, they're right maybe 1 out of 100 times. But apparently to a lot of people, those 99 other times don't count, and the one time that they may have guessed correctly makes them a credible source now? I don't even understand. That's like literally playing darts blindfolded and keep throwing darts at a dartboard, and then eventually getting the bullseye on your 100th attempt and claiming the first 99 don't count in their practice. See how absurd that sounds? If we're going off of Pokemon Legends ZA alone, Centro has been one of the least credible sources of information out of anybody on Twitter right now. Most of the information they post about is either completely inaccurate, or it's stuff that we already know from the trailer, but apparently they're posting it as oh, I leaked this ages ago. Even though clearly you didn't, and you're just claiming that you did. What about getting every single starter Pokemon incorrect? You didn't predict any Gen 2 Pokemon, and you sure as hell didn't predict Tepig either. And I've used this in a previous video, but again, it's perfect information here. If you actually knew what this game was truly about before the first Pokemon Presents, why didn't you post anything about the real-time battling that's in this game? That is the biggest change to the Pokemon formula as we know it. That would have been a huge thing to post about if you were a credible leaker. But apparently that counts as spoilers. But announcing like 27 new Mega Evolution with full descriptions of each isn't? I'm starting to see a hypocrisy pattern here. It's just very astounding to me how posting all that information on the Mega Evolutions but not showing any sources and not showing any photographic evidence, apparently that counts as spoiling it too much. Okay, sure. If that's the case, you literally went like 90% of the way there, but the last 10% is taking it too far, apparently. You didn't mention anything about the main characters. You didn't mention anything about the ranking system from Z to A. You didn't mention anything about the nighttime battling. Apparently those weren't important enough to share with the public. No, that's right. You only care about Mega Evolutions because you get literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of engagement on each tweet. And you're also a blue checkmark, aren't you? That's right. You make money off of this. It doesn't matter whether you spout BS or you actually tell the truth. All that matters is that you get those damn clicks and you make money off of each one of them with those ads. And I know there's going to be one person up my ass, at least, telling me that, oh, he predicted the entire game being in Lumio City. No, he didn't. In fact, I knew that the entire game was going to be in Lumio City as well. How? Oh, I used my eyes and watched the first teaser trailer. Common sense dictates, why would they be so fixated on one city if the game was going to be taking place in more than just that? That's just using your eyes and common sense to dictate, hey, this is a possible thing that could happen. That's not a leak. That was a guess that you got right. So, I mean, I guess I got that too. Does that make me a credible leaker now? Now, here is my prediction. Not based off of leaks, but by speculation. I don't think there's going to be any new Mega Evolutions in this game. Not one. Why do I say this? I'm going to use my reference from my last video. Game Freak literally has to program not only the new Mega Evolutions in the real-time battling mechanic for this game, but also simultaneously with the turn-based system in Pokémon Champions. They can barely get a game running like Scarlet and Violet. Yes, they have more time with this one, but still, we know what they're capable of. So far, I'm just gonna say it, Pokémon Legends ZA looks like a GameCube game. Do we really think Game Freak is actually capable of implementing two separate mechanics for these new Mega Evolutions? This goes for stats, abilities, and possibly new moves. I highly, highly doubt Game Freak is capable of doing that. And in fact, I don't want them to. I want them to focus mainly on the core aspect of Pokemon Legends ZA, which is the real-time battling. This is a completely different step, and of course this is unfamiliar territory for them because they've never done this before. So adding more weight on their shoulders is not healthy for them. So if I were in their shoes, I wouldn't be adding any new Mega Evolutions or any new forms to this game, especially considering, again, it's a completely different system. So that way they have to make these forms compatible with two systems simultaneously. Besides, I'm pretty sure that if there were any new Mega Evolutions or forms by now, we would have seen at least one. We haven't seen anything yet. Not in any of the trailers, not on the website. The TCG looks like it's going to be the same old Mega Evolutions as well, and so does Pokemon Horizons. And I know there's going to be that one person that tells me Chikorita has a Fairy-type move. Ooh, that confirms that Meganium has a Mega Evolution that's Fairy-type. No, it does not. You want to know who else actually got Fairy-type moves recently? Actually, it could have been Sword and Shield, but we'll just say recently anyway. Latias. Yes, Latias has Fairy-type moves in her move pool now, when she didn't before. Pokemon just go through updates over time as well. Let's be real. Regardless if Meganium gets a Mega Evolution or not, its move pool is extremely pitiful. So honestly, the Fairy-type move would be a nice addition on top of that. Adding a few moves to a Pokemon's moveset is a heck of a less pain in the ass than adding a completely new form with stats and abilities. Of course, I don't have any leaked information either, but I'm just going off of speculation and Game Freak's past track record. That's really it. I'm judging what this game's going to be based off of what I think they're capable of doing. And I'm not saying that to hate on all the Mega Evolution fans. Obviously, the mechanic's coming back after a 10-year hiatus almost, so everyone would want new forms to appear. I mean, that's a given, right? And even though I would absolutely hate it if he got a new Mega Evolution, and I would prefer him just to stay the same for all eternity, that doesn't mean that other people are wrong for wanting him to have one. But I have a pretty gut feeling about this one. I really highly doubt Mega Evolutions are going to be in this game because, again, we would have gotten some information by now. Unless maybe they're waiting for the summer trailer, but at this point it seems highly unlikely. And I know for a fact if there actually are no Mega Evolutions in this game, Centro, I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to blame it on that one guy that hacked Game Freak with the whole Gigaleak thing and say, oh, well, I guess Game Freak must have taken all the Mega Evolutions out of the game because they got hacked and didn't want to put it in anymore. In fact, you've already basically stated that months ago, saying that's a possibility of happening. Is that possibly trying to save your own ass when you inevitably get caught later? I'm just absolutely sick and tired of hearing all this crap about the leaks. It's one thing to maybe believe what somebody says if you think they're a credible source. Not saying Centro is by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just going by each individual. They have the right to believe or not believe whatever they want. It's only when you are forcing other people to believe this thing because you want the new Mega Evolution so badly, that's where I have a problem. Stop forcing this crap on other people. This is back in 2015 again, when people were saying I'm not a real Charizard fan because I don't like Mega Charizard X or Y. In fact, this is worse because these Megas aren't even proven to be real, and yet the same crap is happening. Oh, and one more thing before I go. I doubt Centro's even going to see this because I'm a small channel, but I might as well put the disclaimer anyway, just in case. And this goes for anyone else that follows him like a herd of sheep. Do not even think about trying to take this video down with a harassment guideline strike or a content ID claim. You don't have the right to do that because I am not breaking the rules. I am not breaking TOS. In fact, if you decide to take this video down, that just proves that I'm actually calling you out and you have something to hide. So if anything, you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. So don't even think about it. We definitely need to put an end to this because it's just getting completely out of hand. I shouldn't have to keep blocking people over petty arguments. I shouldn't have to basically disappoint some of my friends basically saying, hey, this Mega Dragonite design that you found, that's not real. That somebody made that in Blender in 1 minute. Yeah, you know the one with the 6 Dragonair wings on it and the 2 orbs on its tail. Anyone that thought that was the real design, that makes me grossed out. Stop. And for anyone else that's a Mega Evolution fan that actually has common sense and is not falling for everything they see on Twitter, I understand that it may be disappointing if there are no Mega Evolutions in this game. But it's safer to have your expectations low, and then maybe if they do come, you're happy and you're surprised, instead of believing this one pathological liar on the internet, someone that has been proven to be false many times before, and then inevitably getting disappointed and pissed off when they're proven false. Obviously, fan-made designs and what-ifs are fun to think about, but when we let it just run wild and it absolutely just takes over the entire internet, it suddenly just doesn't even become fun anymore. And now it's just a big war as to, hey, I'm right and you're wrong, and you have to believe me. And it's just, I just can't take it anymore. And for everyone out there, I can conclude with this. When it comes to, well, Pokemon leaks on the internet, or really any leaks in any game for that matter, do some research. Yeah, it's that easy. Just do that.